Hello guys, this is Doronsmovies and you're watching the third episode of the lore Q&A. Today I will be answering some of your questions from the previous Q&A video. If you would like to have your comments answered, make sure you either put in the Q&A comment section or send me a PM on YouTube. Also, you can send your questions over Twitter or Facebook. You can find the links for that in the description below. Okay, so let's start. Penultimatum asks, why didn't Nagrand get scarred in the result of the events of Sons of Lothar lore and the practice of warlock magics? Well, it is said that Nagrand was the first zone to start get corrupted by the warlock magics, but after the warlocks left, not much damage has been done. After Draenor exploded due to too many portals, the whole world fell apart. Nagrand was the only part of the world that was left untouched, for an unknown reason. I personally believe that Blizzard left it that way so the players can experience how Draenor was supposed to look like. Next on, Stanton asks, what is Sylvanas doing as of late, and do you think she is plotting to do something against Azeroth? It is said that Sylvanas is actually plotting, but no one really knows what. A lot of people think that she will become the new Lich King sort of evil. The developers actually answered that on one of the Q&A BlizzCon panels, I believe. They said that she is plotting something big and that there won't be anything about her in the next expansion, but that the spotlight will be on her in the future, most likely after Warlords of Draenor. Okay, so next, Ruler of All Bananas asks, how will Mob transition into Warlords of Draenor? Wasn't Garrosh in Panda prison or something like that? How does he get into the past? All of that will actually be explained in Christie Golden's new book called The War Crimes, but pretty much Garrosh had a trial and he managed to free himself with the help of a bronze dragon called Kairos. If you have played the Timeless Isle questline, you would have noticed the blood elf there that gave you the main quest. That blood elf is pretty much a dragon in an elf form. He helped Garrosh create a portal and escape. The rest is supposed to be told, as I said, in the novel or when the game comes out. Continuing on, Altier Gaming asks, is there any reason the Forsaken are only undead humans? Their leader is an undead blood elf, shouldn't there be other undead races? Actually, story-wise, the Forsaken aren't only dead humans. There is an orc in the Forsaken starting zone who is undead. Also, there are some night elves and such. The real reason why we can't see them is because Blizzard hasn't exactly made all of those models, and all of the playable characters use the human undead models. Also, the undead aren't just raised again. Sometimes they're stitched together from many different body parts. Next on, David asks, why did Roll choose Garrosh instead of Vol'jin as the new war chief? Even Garrosh didn't think he was ready for something like that. That was actually explained in the Shattering novel. Drell had to go and learn more about the elements in order to fix Azeroth. He had some doubts about his leadership before that as well. He thought he was too soft and diplomatic, and he thought his people might have wanted a true orc as their war chief, someone who is bloodthirsty and who bows to no human. After the Wrath of the Lich King, Garrosh was very popular amongst the Horde for his great achievements in Northrend, so he thought that giving people Garrosh would be better, although he did have his doubts, as he knew that he was hot-headed. Garrosh did actually manage to do a lot, and really improve the Horde, both in economy and military, although ever since he got corrupted and too power-hungry, he led it to its downfall. Also, Drall considered taking Vol'jin, although he was a troll, and the main faction in the Horde are pretty much orcs, so he knew he wouldn't be very popular amongst the people. He wanted him to be an advisor to Garrosh instead of a sole leader. Next on, Warlord asks, what is your favorite race to both play as and lore-wise? Well, ever since I started playing World of Warcraft, I always played an orc. I was also in an orc role-playing guild and have done quite a bit of research on the orc lore, so I think it is safe to say that my favorite race are the orcs. Next on, Cankert2 asks, do you think is Illidan an evil lord, selfish brat, or a misunderstood hero? I always saw him as a misunderstood hero since I played Warcraft 3. I always loved Illidan and gathered more information about him, including the books. The guy looks like he's not evil nor selfish, but some people claim it is just for power or it is just for Tyrande. What do you think? Well, to be honest, I would say he's kind of a mix between all of those. He's both a hero and a villain. 10,000 years ago, he betrayed the Night Elves, and for what he has done, he was locked in for 10,000 years in a dark cell, which messed with his mind and made him mentally unstable. He wanted to do some heroic tasks, such as kill Arthas, but then again, he was doing it all for kill Jaden, which was a bigger threat at the time than Arthas. So again, I would say he's kind of a mix between all of those, and a quite mysterious character. I hope Blizzard will bring him back again and work a bit more on him. Next on, Michael asks, what do you think is Tirion Fordring gonna do now that he has Ashbringer and took care most of the Scourge? Is he just gonna stay in Northrend now until Bolvar wakes up, or will Tirion go and take care of the Burning Legion, the very group of evils that created the Scourge? And since Ashbringer is basically made to defeat demons and the undead, why isn't Tirion doing anything, especially in the Siege of Orgrimmar, since he was the first human to make friends with an orc, Eitrig? Why isn't he having a bigger role in all of this? Well, Tirion is a neutral guy since he has formed the Argent Crusade. Also, he isn't in Northrend, now he has returned to Heartglen in the Plaguelands. I don't think Blizzard actually worked on him for quite some time. Even though he's settled now, there is still a lot of things that need to be fixed post-war. Also, I don't think he wants to get involved in between factions, as Argent Crusade is consisted of both Alliance and the Horde. Alright, so next, Bruce asks, where is Medivh now? After Medivh opened a portal for the orcs to come into Azeroth, he was slain by Khadgar and Anduin Lothar. He came back in Warcraft 3, however, in order to warn the humans of the danger. The reason he did that was because he felt guilty, as he knew that all of their troubles and war was his doing. He is thought to be dead. In Warcraft 3, he said that his mission was done and that he is going to be with the legends of the past. So presumably he is dead, but a lot of things could change and Blizzard can always bring him back, so I guess I can say that only time will tell. Alright, so for the last question, Waterhog7 asks, what were the Forsaken before the Wrath of the Lich King? Well, I'm guessing by that you mean before they freed themselves. They were pretty much Scourge led by Arthas. Now, as explained in Warcraft 3, Arthas started getting weaker, so he lost control over Sylvanas. Then Sylvanas took control over the other undead that managed to free themselves as well. After that, they were under a threat from the human forces, so they joined the Horde, as I explained in the first lore lesson Q&A video. Alright, that is all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your questions. As I said, you can either leave them in the Q&A comment section, personal messages, or Facebook and Twitter. Also, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe for more episodes. See you next time.